What's going on, guys and girls? It's PJ here again. Couple of things. Today, with this video, I want to talk about the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. Now, I have both systems, got them both on launch day. I enjoyed them both thoroughly. I've had them, I've been playing the crap out of them since launch. I'll talk about the pros and cons of each system. The pros and cons for the PlayStation 4 are, the PlayStation 4, to me, is strictly about the games. Absolutely just about them. The PlayStation 4 interface is amazing. Like, you start it up, you turn it on, you hit the X button on the controller, brings up your profile for that controller, you sign in, and on the interface window, you just see all your games right there. It shows them in blocks, like nice, neat blocks, and they're all right there. Now, the PlayStation 4, its controller is a hell of a lot improved from the PlayStation 3. Now, I've been playing PlayStation since the original PlayStation 1. I've had all the systems. I enjoyed them all to death. But the PS4 by far is my favorite. The way it runs, how it feels, how smooth it is. The lineup of games, though, however, that came out at launch were definitely hit or miss. Killzone Shadowfall. Killzone is one of my favorite series, exclusive series, on the PlayStation. Killzone 2 was my favorite. Killzone Shadowfall started off really good, and then it just spiraled downhill. One of the flying sequences sucked. I hated it. I was so angry with it, I stopped playing it and waited a couple of days to go back and finally beat it. The controller had the touchpad used in Killzone Shadowfall. I thought it was going to be a lot more gimmicky, but it kind of worked out well for Killzone Shadowfall. For swiping to choose a different setting for your robot partner. For Men 25, it uses it for its own timeout button, so if you need to call a quick timeout, you just click on the touchpad and it works, and you get to call timeout in the middle of the game. The two biggest exclusives that came out for the PS4 were Resogun and Killzone Shadowfall. Now, Resogun by far is the better of the two exclusives during the launch. Like Killzone Shadowfall in comparison to Resogun, like they're two different games, like absolutely two different games, but Resogun is so much more fun to play. Like leaderboard chasing, I've never had as much fun doing leaderboard chasing as I had with Resogun. Just the difficulty, the way it looks, the color of it, it works well. It comes together really well and works very well. The streaming on the PlayStation 4, I didn't use it all that much. From what I did use, it worked well. It was kind of laggy here and there, but it did its job, and it got its point across. The two big things right now the PlayStation 4 has going forward over the Xbox One is PlayStation Plus. Now, PlayStation Plus is a $50 a year subscription. Gives you all sorts of free games. It also carries over to the PlayStation 3, so you get all sorts of free PlayStation 3 games. But like with PlayStation Plus, you get some big name free games. The one I just got for the PlayStation 4 about 2 weeks ago was Outlast. One of the scariest games I've ever played. I grew up on Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Clock Tower. I used to have Scissorman chasing me around everywhere. I found that fun. But playing Outlast, I played it for a half hour and I couldn't get past. Like, it was just too damn scary. I said, nope, I'm done. Like, yeah, I'm a wimp, but, you know, I'll accept that for this game. Anyways, the PlayStation 4 graphically for Killzone and Resogun looked amazing. Some of the best graphics I've ever seen. It looked really good, really freaking good. Now the controller comparison between the two is huge. Between the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, it's a monumental difference. If I could play PlayStation 3 games with the PS4 controller, that'd be awesome. Now, as far as like streaming movies like Netflix and Hulu and stuff, it works without a hitch. Some of the fastest streaming I've ever had on a gaming console. All in all, the PlayStation 4 is amazing. Like I said earlier, I grew up with the PlayStation ecosystem. I love their systems, always have, always will. So if I had to give the PlayStation a review score, the PS4 a review score, it would be an 8.5 out of 10. It's just that good. Like, I enjoy it. Now, on to the Xbox One. The Xbox One and some of its... I feel like the Xbox One has more going against it right now than it has going for it. I got it on launch day. I did get a Day 1 edition. I bought Dead Rising 3, Forza 5, and Rise Son of Rome. And I also bought cross-platform games like Call of Duty Ghosts and Assassin's Creed. I got them for both the PS4 and PS3, and I played them on both. Now, as far as exclusives being Forza, Dead Rising 3, and Rise, out of all the launch games that were there back in November, Rise was definitely the prettiest. Best looking. It was repetitive, but it was amazingly good looking. I would probably even say Forza 5 would probably even rival it, but I would have to go with Rise Son of Rome to be the best graphically. Now, the Xbox One interface, pretty much the same thing as the 360. Just now it looks on Windows 80. It looks like somebody just threw a bunch of blocks together and said, here's your interface, which is kind of boring. Xbox definitely focuses more on the media aspects, like being able to plug in your television to your Xbox One, the game DVR, stuff like that, where it focuses on more of the entertainment, whereas the PlayStation 4 focuses more on the games and the core gamer. Now, the Xbox One, since I've had it, I've run into all sorts of problems. I know some people like ran into problems with their PS4. I have had the reverse problem. My PS4 has worked like a charm since I've had it. My Xbox One, when I would try to watch a movie or something, it would shut off on me. The screen would go black, it would shut off. I'd try to watch Netflix, the screen would go black, shut off. I'd try to watch YouTube, the screen would go black and shut off. So it's not really helping its case, in my eyes. Now, as far as like the boot up and stuff too, it just takes too long. Like, if I want to wait that long for my next gen system to boot up, I'll just put my PlayStation 3 in its place. Like, it takes that long. That's in the interface. The only thing the Xbox One has going for it, I feel, is if the graphics are next gen. Like, that's it. And the $500 price tag on it is just too damn much. Like, you don't even use the Kinect. Like, Kinect it's not worth it. Like, to have it included, to have it be $500, it's hurting Microsoft. It's hurting sales so bad. Like, they should just get rid of it and be like, here's your Xbox One. It's $400. That's it. Like, no gimmick, no Kinect, no nothing. So, with the Xbox One, I will say this, though, to have a couple of good notes in here. The Xbox One controller it's flawless, I think. I prefer the PS4 controller, just because I prefer to play my games on my PS4, but the Xbox One controller is flawless. It fits perfectly in my hand. The disjointed thumbsticks fit well perfectly in my hand. It was great for playing Call of Duty, but I prefer playing my Call of Duties on my PlayStation 4, but I definitely tried it on the Xbox One. But I would definitely stick with the PS4. Aside from the problems I'm having, I feel like the Xbox One probably wasn't worth it on launch day. Like, I feel like I could have waited for a significant price drop, paying the $500 for a system I barely even use. Like, yes, I play the games on it. Like, especially this month, like, I played the Titanfall beta. I played it for over 30 hours. That's all I was playing for about two and a half weeks. But in the end, I ended up not liking Titanfall, and I'm actually going to pass on it. I actually did a video earlier about my review for the Titanfall beta and my thoughts on that. I'll put a link in the description for that video if you want to see that as well. So I just think, like, there's no killer app that I want for Xbox One right now. PlayStation 3 has Infamous Second Son coming out, which I think that's going to sell units. Like, that's going to push PlayStation 4 even further than the Xbox One is right now. Like, I could walk into GameStop right now and find an Xbox One and work out with it. You can't with the PlayStation 4 because it's just doing that good. So hopefully with the X1, they'll fix a lot of the problems. They're releasing update patches and stuff like that as well. Hopefully it'll make it faster. Hopefully it'll fix some of the problems I'm having with it. But if I had to give the Xbox One a review score, it would be a 7 out of 10. Especially because of all the problems I'm having with it, the technical problems, the price tag, the saving grace is the games. Like, as far as launch lineup, the Xbox One has the better launch lineup. It has the better games. So I don't know what I'm going to do with my Xbox One. I'll probably just keep it, use it as Netflix for upstairs in my loft. Because I've been using my PlayStation more. So yeah, I'd give the PlayStation 4 an 8.5 out of 10 and the Xbox One a 7 out of 10. Leave a comment or description down below if you agree with these or disagree with these scores. On a side note, I'm going to hopefully go get my brand new capture card so I can start recording some gameplay and uploading them. I want to do Dark Souls 2 starting Tuesday, and I want to hopefully be able to record Infamous Second Son. As I mentioned earlier, I am passing over Titanfall because I wasn't a big fan. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down in the comment box. Like I said earlier, I'll leave in the description, I'll leave a link to my other video as well. Thank you all for watching. My name is PJ. Have a good day.